can't remember the last time we went to town.
I can't remember the last weekend I didn't spend washing and ironing.
Yes, well, it's not just Nick that'll be getting his freedom then, is it?
Ma'am, I am happy for Nick to have his freedom, as you put it. It's how he did it that gets me.
Oh, Gail, come on. Is it any wonder he lashed out at you? Look at the week he's had. Risking his life and then getting fired for the trouble.
Perfect time to sign a lease on a love nest with Maria.
I'd be more worried if they'd gone for one of those swanky places they were looking at the start. I mean, come on. A flat above the cab office. It proves one thing, she's no gold digger.
Well, I'd rather she was. Maybe then Nick could see through her. David!
Gail, honestly, I think she's grown up this last year.
Well, you're entitled to think what you want. And so am I. David, get dressed. We're going into town.
But I'm going round to Craig's.
OK, if you've already made plans, I won't force you.
Look, you'll have plenty of time to see Craig when we get back. And actually, we may be able to do something about those trainers you had your eye on.
OK.
Thanks, ma'am.
Oh, listen, sweetheart. I'm sure Nick already regrets what he said.
No, he won't. Not till she shows her true colours again. Which won't be long.
Roy, would you like me to open up the cafe?
No. Just because we've had our dreams trodden underfoot, there's no reason to mallinger.
Roy.
Well, life goes on. And to the world at large, I dare say, all's as it should be. Baby is with mother. Potential adoptive parents are told that they cannot sever that sacred bond, regardless of the mother's character.
Which doesn't necessarily make her a bad mother.
Ha.
No, Roy, we have to accept that. At least Amy's happy and healthy.
Superficially, yes, I grant you, it would appear so. But what about when that door is shut? When she's no longer being paraded like the trophy of a conquering heroine?
No, Roy, as far as we know, Amy's being well cared for. We have to be thankful for that.
You've read me like a book, Hayley. It's a despicable thing when our one remaining hope of being with Amy rests on her being badly treated.
I know you didn't mean it like that.
When I think what this travesty of a marriage has cost us, I betrayed something priceless, Hayley. And for what?
You could ask her to agree to an annulment. It's the least you can do in these circumstances.
It wouldn't surprise me if she clung on just to spite us. Till death us do part.
I'm just saying, it's not a matter of choice, it's in me blood. I could no more stay away from Amy's christening than I could have abandoned you and Andy.
Well then, Mum, you do what you like. Just don't expect me to be there, all right?
It's 1 hour out of your day, Steve.
I don't care.
Morning.
Oh, don't let me interrupt.
No, you're not. We were just talking about dinner.
Yeah, we could go somewhere if you like.
I was thinking about Rovers.
Oh, good.
I'm going to have a bath, if that's okay.
Of course it is.
So, what was she talking about?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean? She was doing that voice that I hate.
What voice?
The quiet one that I can't hear. Then when I came in, she shut up like a clam.
Oh, you're paranoid.
We were talking about something.
So?
So? It wasn't Betty's flaming hot pot, was it?
Not all right, we're talking about me dad.
What about him?
Nothing. Just visiting stuff.
Visiting.
Yeah.
How do I look?
Flipping heck.
Let's see your cuffs.
I've already seen to.
Always get a woman to do them. It's good luck.
You know nout.
Ah, well, I forgot it with D-Day. So you feeling?
All I can do is stand before Penny as an honest man with good intentions.
Well, she's quietly confident then. And what do you think, Joshua? Eh? You think you should have a new step-grandma?
I hope it goes well for you, Fred.
Hey, me and all. Because if she says no, it don't bear thinking about.
I heard that. I say I heard that.
So, you called me?
Yeah, I've been thinking over what you said about taking my girls on to finish my outstanding orders. And if the offer still stands, I'd like to take you up on it. Now, I'll tell you what. Why don't we seal the deal over dinner tonight?
Oh, that's very kind. but I don't think Fred's going to let me off with a light lunch. Dinner as well might be pushing it.
All right, and some other time, eh?
Thanks, Steve.
No problem.
Last of the true gentlemen, eh?
Is that right?
What was that?
Yeah, I've an orange card in the face room.
It's nothing. What are you doing here?
Baldwin rang me up, so I came to see Hayley.
Oh, yeah, did he say he wanted to see you in Rovers?
Yeah, reckon he'll tell us the place is kaput.
Well, maybe he'll pay us the money he owes us up until fire.
Maybe he'll treat you to an old cottony knees up. Well, it's about as likely as getting any money, isn't it?
Right little joker today, you aren't you, Steve? Hey? Laughing and joking with everyone.
Eileen's waiting for me.
I'll see you there. I suppose all will be revealed.
Yep.
Now, I have something to ask with regard to our marital status. And I want to stress this is in a spirit of cooperation. I'm not making demands.
Well, you can demand what you want, Roy. Except your conjugal rights, that is.
Yeah, I'm afraid I cannot approach our union with quite so much levity. There's nothing to be gained from us remaining betrothed.
Well, here. Except for, are you going to pay for a divorce? Because I certainly can't afford it.
Oh, you won't need to. There's something called willful refusal to consummate. All you'd have to do is claim that the relationship never became physical.
What, that we never slept together? Right, I'll take a full-page ad in the Gazette if that's what it's going to take.
That won't be necessary, but thank you for making this as painless as possible.
Right, well, seeing as we're being reasonable, I'm afraid I can't pay my instalment this week.
What?
Well, you want us to have a decent christening, don't you? And it's going to cost. Look, I will pay you, but just not right now.
We'll wait. A bit of give and take. It's a good thing.
Oh, right. Well, I was just letting you know.
Bearing that in mind, I wondered if you'd let us spend a bit of time with Amy. Just the odd hour here and there, when you're tired. Everybody needs a break from time to time, don't they?
You're getting your husband back, love. Don't push your luck.
Yeah, we're all missing you. Anyway, how's your mate? Good. Good. Anyway, you just give me a bell when you want picking up my flower. Yeah. So long. See you soon.
How's your mate? How's your father, more like?
Did your mother never teach you respect?
No.
Well, start now. With me. I am not a fool.
If you like.
No. Not if I like. She's coming back in a few days.
Another few days? How many times, Les?
You tell me. Why would she come back here if she had somebody else?
It's not a homecoming, Les. It's a pit stop. She's worn herself out. She needs somewhere to stay to sweat off all the cheap ale that she's had bought for her by a bloke.
Well, in a few days, you can tell it to her face. And then you can tell her, I don't believe a word.
Yeah, well, a lot could happen in a few days.
Not if you're like we are. Rock solid.
If you like.
Isn't she adorable? Mind, they used to say that about your mother.
Right. Well, she's had a feed, so if you could look after her for a couple of hours this afternoon, I'm going to go into town and get her some stuff for a christening.
Oh, I can't. I've got my pensioner's dinner.
Since when? Gran, you said you'd look after her for me this weekend.
Yes, but not today. They've got a meat raffle afterwards. I bought half a book of tickets.
A raffle?
You wouldn't tilt your nose up if I came home with a shoulder of lamb.
Right, fine. You know what, Gran? I think we should call off the christening.
What, just 'cause she can't go shopping?
No, because we can't afford it. What are we going to dress her up in, eh? The bathroom curtain? I'm living off what belongs to the croppers, and you're holding out for a few scabby chops.
Have you told this to the father?
I am not going cap in hand to Steve.
Who said anything about cap in hand? You're entitled.
Granny don't want to be involved.
Well, he's a damn sight more involved than the croppers ever were. Yet you didn't mind making them pay. If you ask me, it's high time you did the same to Steve.
All I did was ask if we could babysit.
If I may say so, Hayley, your use of the word ask is open to dispute.
I inquired then. I requested. Does that suit you better?
No, because in my eyes you demeaned yourself, and by extension myself, by attempting to bargain with that woman. And in so doing, you've exposed a sizable chink in our armour.
What armour? What am I defending, Roy? The battle's over. Tracy's won. I was just trying to get the one thing, the only thing that can make this situation halfway bearable. And I'm not going to apologise for that. I'm sorry.
Well, you have to let her know that we want it so badly.
She knows us better than we know ourselves. How else could she have played us for this long?
I've decided to take you up on your offer.
Well, rest assured that we'll supply you with all the relevant paperwork. I take it you're talking about the annulment?
No, although there may be some paperwork if she gets a heavy nappy.
Are you saying you want us to look after her?
Yeah, well, there's nobody else. Mum and Dad are out. Gran's going out. Suppose a couple of hours won't harm. Right, I'm going into town. You've got my mobile number if you want me.
Oh, yeah, we've got all the emergency numbers by the phone.
Right, well, stuff's all in the bag. You will be careful with her, won't you?
Have no fear, Tracy.
Bye-bye. Bye, Mummy.
Stick another one in there, Kieran, would you? And whatever Deirdre's having, if she'll let me buy it for her.
Now, why don't you two proud grandparents stand a little bit closer together?
Well, I'm waiting for Ken, actually.
Well, one won't happen before he comes. Listen, I've cleared the air with Tracy, and I'd really like to do the same with you.
OK, then, great. Thanks. I'll have a red wine, please.
Hold on, Karen!
I'm in a meeting.
Well, yeah, but I just wondered if I could get you a drink.
Well, no, not unless you want to buy everyone one.
Right, you lot, listen up and I'll keep it short and sweet.
Just tell us, have we still got jobs?
And what about the
Do you
money
mind,
that...
can I have a word? Thank you. As from Monday, you'll be working for an associate of mine called Penny King. We're going to use her factory to finish off the Henderson order.
Well, where is this factory?
A minibus will pick you up at 8 o'clock outside Underworld. All right, any questions? No? Good.
Yeah, I've got a question. Are we going to be paid for the time that we spend on this bus? Well, yeah, because it all adds up to a longer day.
Your working day starts when you start work, and let her cop that attitude, you won't last till tea break.
Is Underworld going to reopen or what?
Well, that depends on you lot. Keep turning out top-notch gear and we may be able to hang on to a few clients. If not, forget the Rovers. We're all in Last Chance Saloon, do you understand?
Yes, yeah.
Thank you. Between thee and me, I offered Michael a measure of financial support, but he weren't having it.
Well, he's a very proud man.
Oh, yes. Shall we sit down? So, I did wonder, with you being in the same business and that, whether you could be of any help to our mutual friend. You know, not involving cold hard cash.
I see.
A favour in kind, as it were. You don't have to feel obliged.
I don't think it's anything I can help with, I'm afraid.
Fair enough, I shouldn't have asked.
Oh, it's all right.
Have you had time to reach a verdict in other matters?
Oh, I've had time, but I need some more, I'm afraid, Fred. I'd hate you to think I was messing you about.
Never in this world. When you do reach a decision, give it to me honest and upfront.
I thought you finished now.
So did I. Patrick's gone off sick, so you've still got a job to go to then, or what?
We're getting bused to another factory.
Well, that's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, Steve. I always wanted to travel.
Well, it could be worse.
Oh, you're spot on there. More time I spend in a van, less time I spend here.
You're not falling out with Mum again, have you?
Oh, I can't escape her. I was at a meeting and there she was, getting all pally with Deirdre.
Well, it's better than being at each other's throats.
No, Steve, I prefer that than I'm swapping Amy's stories. I mean, once they start that, then I'm done for.
Why?
Use your imagination, Steve.
No, come on. What's it got to do with me and you?
How do you think this makes me feel? Lizzie's grandma, Deirdre's grandma, Tracy's mummy, and your daddy, and what am I? I'm nothing.
Hey, you're my wife. My #1 priority, and you always will be.
Yeah? Well, why don't you make Liz your #1 priority? I mean, what's she still doing here, Steve? Better still, why don't you get rid of her?
Cooler since she fizz. Fancy leaving all my shopping in Rovers.
Oh, here we go. I knew I'd get this.
What?
I did not set this up. That's the God's honest truth.
I never said you did I? Why would you?
Exactly.
Ouch.
What's up?
Oh, it's just a twinge in my flaming ankle.
Do you want me to get a quack round for you?
No, they said I'd get this. I tell you what, though. Can you just lift it down there for us a minute?
Careful. Careful. There you go. There you go. How's that?
Yeah, that's better, thanks.
You want to tell her not to skimp on them painkillers? You remember when I did my foot on that cobblestone? It were purgatory.
Aye, until you raided the drugs trolley. Worked a charm, as far as I can recall.
Yeah? Well, I've cleaned my act up since then.
Hey, come on, I'm not having a go at you. That's ages ago, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, I better go. If you need anything, give Fizz a ring. You've got some good mates there. They're all looking out for you. See ya.
Les. Ta. See you then.
Can I get you anything? Do you want to go up?
You sure?
Well, Josh is off. I reckon we'll be fine.
Okay.
Now then, no need to ask what you two been up to. I hope you've seen me at Wishbone.
So she said yes then. Well, summit's filled you at joys of spring.
And why not? I've just spent the afternoon with a very lovely lady who's weighing my proposal with all the care it deserves. Is this tea fresh brewed? Oh.
Well, if you'd ask me, I reckon she's stringing you along.
Rubbish. She'll let me know soon enough. Any road. A pleasure deferred is all the sweeter for waiting.
Which is how prehistoric creatures first moved from water to dry land. To be continued.
Oh, it's no wonder she's asleep. She's been absolutely wonderful. Did you get everything you needed in town?
Yeah, on the plastic. Keep your hair on. Right, well, I'll take her. She'll be starving.
Oh, I did make a bottle up for her, actually. Oh. She's ever so aware now. You can see her eyes following Roy round wherever he goes.
Yeah, well, she's like that with everybody.
It's amazing how much she's developed in just a few weeks.
Well, I suppose you take it for granted, you know, when you're with her day in, day out.
But you're obviously doing a very good job.
Oh, well, I think so. Right, well, thanks for this afternoon.
No trouble at all.
Yes. In fact, if you wanted us to take Amy for a few hours every weekend...
Or during the week, evenings, whenever, we'd be more than happy. Bye-bye, sweetheart.
Right, well, I'll bear it in mind, but, well, let's not get carried away.
No.
Hey, you gonna carry me over the threshold then or what?
Yeah, sure. Jump on.
Sarky. Meaning our new flat. Come on, can't you get the rest later?
Well, coming back's not part of the plan. Anyway, I think that's the lot.
Oh, great. What are we waiting for then? We have got a lovely new home to get into.
Oh, that's the point. I'm not going to need these anymore.
Oh, come on, hurry up now, 'cause I don't want to keep being here.
Well, at least I got it all in one go.
Nearly jumped out my skin.
Sorry, Gran, I've just come to get the rest of my stuff.
Didn't have to wait till the house was empty.
Well, it seemed easier with everybody out of the way.
With no one to face, you mean?
What do you expect, Gail? You didn't want him here.
I just didn't see the point in yet another row.
Like you're having now.
Davy, go and put the kettle on, sweetheart. Maria, I need to talk shifts. Can we pop to the cellar?
Yeah. I think we both spoke out of turn last night.
Mum, I came here for my clothes. Not your blessing.
Don't worry. You're not going to get it.
When the going gets tough. Nice one, Nick.
Don't worry, David, she'll get over it. Just don't ever grow up.
All right, Steve. You know, it's very rude to ignore the mother of your child.
Can I help you?
Oh, that's more like it, the professional touch. Well, give me an hand. Tar?
Look, I'm busy.
Yeah, well, this is business. I've got a proposal.
I'm not interested.
Yeah, well, you will be, because if you say yeah...
Which I won't.
If you say yeah, it'll keep me out your hair for good. Think about it, Steve. No more awkward little meetings. No more desk stares from across the road from Mrs. MacDonald. Come and see me tomorrow then, yeah, Steve?
What's going on?
Here we go.
What is going on?
Nothing.
What are you doing chatting to her?
She just wanted to see how I was, that's all.
Well, what does she need to know for? We've made a promise, Steve.
Yeah, we said we'd forget about Tracy and carry on as normal.
And this is normal. She was on you like a fly on muck. Have you got any idea what it is like to be reminded every single day? Because everywhere I go, if it isn't your mother stirring it up, then I've got some flaming Barlow bragging about their family tree.
Look, she came over to me. What was I supposed to do?
Say nothing. Just walk away. Because, Steve, you might have forgot our wedding, but I haven't. So don't you think for 1 second you've been let off the hook?
That's not fair.
Listen to me, Steve. If I catch you and her together one more time, then it will be me walking out of our flat and out of our marriage.